Hi, how's it going, guys? Resident of Collinwood here. I'm here to review The Return of Dark Shadows, J.P. Betancourt's continuing story of the Collins family, and what a story it is. Um, I found the pickup of this interesting because, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to go to fucking hell for getting this wrong. Seba Han. I tried, man. I tried. I tried. My name drives fucking people nuts. Names drive me nuts. That's why I have drive me so fucking nuts with names. Anyway, don't mind me. It's been a crazy morning. Um, okay. Lighting sucks here, but this story, what I love here is you have So Bahan, a very pregnant woman. I love that actually because I'm gonna tell a little side story real quick. My wife gave birth twice, and when you see the love of your life pregnant, it's not hard to picture other people pregnant, and when you see other people pregnant, because it's not just the belly. Yes, it's the belly, but it's just the glow of the belly and of the woman herself, and it just you're literally seeing life. Um, Prepared to come into this world through this woman, and that's the one thing I love. The start of this is that, and you sort of see. I know she's been pregnant a while. She's got a big belly, but I love this here, especially the start of this here. We're seeing this beautiful pregnant woman who, you know, pregnancy is the best. It is. It's a representation of life. Um, Look, I went south of the border, if you know what I'm saying, when my wife gave birth. So I don't know where Sobahan's person is gonna be, but I'm just gonna leave that there. Um, I really enjoyed that part, just because I'm a dad and have seeing my wife give birth, and you have this very beautiful pregnant woman who's a doctor, and she's a psychiatrist. She took over Wincliffe, and here's this patient reaching out to her. She's going to go on maternity leave, but before she does, here's this patient reaching out for help. She doesn't know who it is. She decides to help them. I love that because here's this woman. She's not just concerned for her when a woman is pregnant. Because I watched my wife go through this, and when I'm sort of getting personal here with this because again, I watched my wife go through pregnancy. When you're a dad, when you're a husband, you're concerned for two things. You're concerned for your wife and the baby inside her because you're concerned for these two lives because a woman goes through pure hell and back going through pregnancy. And I promise I'm going to get to the story. I'm sorry. Um, but you're concerned for the life of that child too because you're helpless as a man. You are fucking helpless, and literally the woman's going through it all. So that's where I'm in love with this character for that reason because I've seen my wife go through pregnancy, and I've seen what she goes through. And as she told me, and I was telling her about this story, and she goes, as a woman, yeah, you are concerned, but in your mind, even though you're going through physical and emotional hell, any woman, it's, I got this. I got this. And that's what she told me. So, thank you to her for that. But, anyway, sorry about, I know I'm like sidetracking, but, but I wanted to sort of tell that with this. Um, and, so I think it's cool she's bringing on a new patient, even though she's got literally, a life inside her. You have a baby inside you, you have to be concerned with your life and health when you have definitely when you have a baby inside you, as I've explained. Because I don't want to get back off track. So I enjoy that, but listen, you ever play Madden and somebody would use the hit stick button on you and you'd fumble? The finding out that Barnabas is her patient, the person inside the coffin is the patient. I'm gonna compare it to three things. It was like the hit stick thing I just mentioned. It was like being like sucker punched in the jaw, but in a good way. I'm gonna get to all this in the end, but anyway, so that was really like a here's Barnabas who's been concerned for Sabahan. I went, you motherfucker. Okay? That's what I said to when I read that. You motherfucker. But in a good way. In a way of, son of a bitch. But hey, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying that in a fun way. For people who don't understand my humor, and like, when I read something that shocks me, I'm like, what? Son of a bitch. I use swear words. But to get further along in this story, I like that Alexander and I want to say Chris, I believe, is talking to Carolyn, and I love this interaction here. They're in Collinwood, and Carolyn's suggestion is to hold a seance to contact Jude. I love the whole interaction between those three, and I love what Chris did in the form of a question of asking her, are you are you sure? Like, you understand? Like, I love that because you have that, and you have that whole thing, and it's just so well done. Like I said, I've said this before about these stories. J.P. Betancourt, the writer, he takes you where these people are. Collinwood, London, no matter where they're at, he takes you there. He takes you to that setting when you're reading these, and it's not hard to see. And Carolyn, this here reminded me the Carolyn of, and I like how he touched on the 60s series too, with mentioning Elizabeth, mentioning Roger, mentioning David, mentioning Jeb Hawks. Even though I'm not a fan of the Leviathan arc, whether you're a fan of the Leviathan arc or not, it's nice to get touch-ups or just reminded of a character that was in the original series. Not just Barnabas either. Like, he's done this throughout his entire blog series. Touch up, like a reminder of who was there. And that just is so nice to, hear and read. So I applaud that tremendously from him. And I really enjoyed the interaction between these three. Carolyn is pissed at Alex and Chris for not wanting to do the seance with her, and I don't blame her. But part of me, when I heard the word seance, when I heard seance in Collinwood, I hear, holy shit, a seance in Collinwood. Shit's about to go down. It's on like Donkey Kong, okay? Because when a seance gets held in Collinwood, all sorts of crazy shits tend to happen. We've had, if you go back to the original series, you've had time travel, you've had all sorts of crazy shit. But, and I like how Alex and Chris are sort of reminding her of that too. Crazy shit, crazy shit happens when seance. I like that. That's exactly what I was thinking too when she said that. I like seance. Seance. It sort of reminded me of Jim Moore's playoff rant. Playoffs. But anyway, it's crazy to think, real quick, a seance, for those who don't know and are going to listen to this, for those who don't know, real quick, seances at Collinwood go a couple ways, okay? They either contact the ghost. If you're going off if this picks up from the original series, this story picks up from the original series. It's a continuation for those who haven't read it or have been following along or have not followed. But if you're following along this review, I'm going to give you a quick summary. If you're going off the original series now, I'm going strictly off that. I'm not going off the revival. Okay, they've contacted Josette Dupree. They've contacted the one boy in the Phoenix arc. I forget. David Collins got contacted by the son of Laura Stockbridge Collins or some shit like that. But anyway, the thing of it is, and then there's Victoria Winters, who got sucked back into the year 1795. Alright? So when a seance gets held in Collinwood, you best believe shit's gonna go down. And that's what I mean. Again, it was just a summary. I love Maggie's interaction with Sebastian's girlfriend, Serena. I'm enjoying Serena. I like how Serena is talking to Dr. Shaw. You gotta give me time. I'm trying to avoid suspicion. Girl, I'm gonna give you some advice. I'm gonna talk to Serena here. You want to get stuff from Sebastian? Sex sells, girl. Use that body. I'm having a little fun with this. I'm having too much fun. But, no, I think I really enjoy this because here's Serena who's, not telling Sebastian the truth. But on the other side of the door, you have Maggie and Sebastian who don't know about Serena knowing about the truth, and they're debating on, Maggie's telling her, if you want a fresh start in this relationship, you got to have honesty. And that's Maggie Evans up and down. And she's right. She's not wrong. But what they don't know is that she knows already. And I love that. There's a touch of darkness, but you also have a touch of lightness. Light and dark go hand in hand with dark shadows. You don't have the yin without the yang, period. Especially in this. And there's plenty of that in here. And the best part, the favorite part, you get this woman walking up to Collinwood, the old house I should say. You don't know who it is. Knock on the door. Barnabas, welcome home, Miss Winters. It's Victoria Winters, god damn it! I gotta tell you, my wife's not home, so we're good. I think everybody had the hugest crush on Alexander Moltke, Victoria Winters. Who didn't, Them women in Dark Shadows are stunningly beautiful. Laura Parker, all of them. But I think when Barnabas opens the door here, I like this because she's telling herself, don't show fear, he smells it. That's exactly fucking right. He smells that shit. It's like a shark with blood. He'll smell it. And I love that close because we're getting, okay, Victoria is coming to somewhat help him, but she's also still wary of how dangerous Barnabas can be, and I love that very much. Very well done. I will get this up as soon as Facebook stops being a bitch, because as I was reading it, I read this whole thing, and no sooner did I finish reading it, Yeah, Facebook, Facebook, it's still saying sorry, something went wrong. They're fixing Facebook, I guess. Well, they are fixing Facebook, but so yeah, Facebook is down temporarily, which sucks. But I will leave a link in the description box where you can go read this, because by the time I post this, Facebook will be back up, obviously. Um, I'm gonna wait to post this on the YouTube channel. I don't know how long that's gonna be, but this will be on the channel. I really, really enjoy these. Amazing job, JP Betancourt, dude. I was gonna have a little fun here. JP Betancourt is the devil dog. Okay. No, I'm kidding. But I'll tell you what, though, in all honesty, what really shook me about this part here was the seance. And you might say, well, why did that shake me, knowing that what happened in the 60 series? Because I just didn't expect to hear it out of Carolyn's mouth. I just didn't. I wasn't expecting the word seance to come out of her mouth. That was a very, like a like a kick to the groin in a good way. The only good way you can take a kick to the groin. And that's where I'm like, holy shit, Carolyn, no, girl, no. And that's what I was wanting to scream. I was like, it's like I say, he takes you there, and so you're standing there in a room with them, and you're just wanting to scream, no, girl, nah, nah. And it, yeah, she don't give a shit. She's gonna do it any fucking way. And I love that too, because that's Carol, and that's who she is. Really enjoyed this a lot. I enjoy these from top to bottom. I've told you guys, I'm a huge Dark Shadows fan, and it's nice, really, really nice to see somebody continue Dan Curtis's work. J.P. Betancourt has really told his own story in the best way, I think, possible with Dark Shadows, and it's very, very enjoyable to me. I enjoy these hands down. Great job. Can't wait to post this. You guys have a great day. Signing off.